Are we back? We should be back. Sorry, I'm just getting announcements out that we're back. I don't even know if we're going to be able to take off out of here, to be honest with you. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome, welcome. We're going to try and full send this out of Flagstaff. I don't know how it's going to go, but we're going to attempt it. Just filling in all of our information into the McDo as we go. Okay, 147 on V2 speed. We should be able to get out of here. 32,000 on this. Good. I have that set up here. Packs are on. That's all good. Okay. All right. We should be able to full send it out of here. Keyword is should. I think I have everything running that I need to be. We're back online. We got that. We got that. We've got that. We've got G's running. Okay. All right, we're back. All right, friends. Hello, hello, hello. I wasn't going to start the live till we actually got airborne because I'm a little bit unsure if we're going to be able to get out of here. But fuck it. Full send, right, chat? You only live once. You only live once. Full send, baby. I wasn't going to let us ruin our Saturday. Not going to ruin our Saturday, chat. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh, nuh-uh. 475 on the trim. That should be good. All right, cool. How long is this runway? I think it's like 8,000 feet, 7,000 feet, 8,800 feet. But the elevation is 7,000, so it's going to be pretty gnarly to try and get out of here. But that's okay. We'll do it anyways. Lights, lights, lights. Lights, lights, lights. Good. All right, let's hold the brakes. Let's go here. And throttle's up to 40. Good. Toga. Release. Go. Go, 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 go. Yeah, look, it won't give me a thing. Nope. You're not allowed, it says. Alright, well, we're going. You only live once. YOLO. Swanman, what's up, mate? Good to see you, dude. Neutral. Oh, we got lots of runway. We'll be fine. Jesus Christ. Sorry for my Terrible words.
V1. Rotate. Positive brake.
Oh my God.
Too low. Terrain.
Brother. Something's messed up with my yoke too. If I let my yoke go, it's going to the right again, like crazy. Why is only one of my engines going? That would be why. Shut up. Shut up. Did you see that? Only one of my engines was spinning? It, like, when we hit that bank... Jesus, dude. Oh, my lord, man. Alright, well, we're good, chat. We're safe now. Jeez Louise, dude. Jeez Louise. Forgot the other engine on the runway. Oh my heavens, dude. Oh my heavens. Running man, what's up, dude? Good to see you, man. Alright, autopilot 1 on. You take the wheel, please, Jesus. Speed check, flaps 1. Oh, my auto throttle's not on. Usually that would help. There we go. Is the door open? No, no doors are open. Alright, speed check, flaps clean. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. 32,000 is in, we're good. Okay. Alright. We're looking good. One step closer to Long Beach, friends. One toke over the line. Sweet Jesus, one toke over the line. Please don't kill me, airplane. I've already been through enough today. Chrono? Chrono is the least of my worries, Mr. Rubin. The fact that we got airborne and we're back here, that's all that matters. We're back here, that is all that matters. Welcome to Sedona. Quick little pit stop. We weren't supposed to be here. God, that looks pretty incredible, though. We weren't supposed to be here, but we're here. I don't know what we hit on the... I have no clue what we hit on the runway. There's obviously a massive pothole or something in the Sedona runway. Because that was, yeah. That was interesting. Wasm crash? No, my power went out. My power went out, and it went out long enough that it drained my 2 backup batteries. But hey, look at that. We get some special views of Sedona that we didn't think we would get today, chat. Very fancy. Very fancy. You guys just finding weird-ass places to search the weather now? All right. We're climbing. We're doing things. We're on our way, amigos. We're on our way. We should join up with everybody else. They're definitely going to beat us there, for sure. But we should be able to join up with everybody else for the flight to Salt Lake, at least. We'll be the last ones in, probably. Kyle of Lacasse. Is that my new name? Weather Biscoff. I like Biscoffs. Okay, I think I have everything back and running the way that it should be. Keyword, I think, and should be. We got G's running, we got the replay tool running, we got our banner running. We got charts updated for this flight. I don't know where... It died somewhere around here, so I figured Flagstaff would be the easiest airport to get in and out of just because of its size. We're back on our way. Back on our way to Long Beach. Okay, and then it was that. That's what I have planned. What are the winds doing in Long Beach? 200 at 6. ATIS, VATSIM, arriving runway 30, departing 26 left, 26 right. Okay, so we're good there. That's all good. Okay. Standard Barrow. So when people ask you for a failure stream, just point them to today. Yeah, there you go. Everything failed. Oh, by the way, I figured out what was causing the problem in Device Manager. It is the... how do I get to this again? Is it this one? Yeah. It's my FMC. My FMC is causing the problems. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. I don't know what's causing problems on it. But anyways, that was the thing that was causing problems in my Device Manager. It was my FMC. As soon as I unplugged the FMC, the error goes away. As soon as I plug it back in, the error comes back. So that is the problem. Was it the secret crammer that Davis installed? I mean, it very well could be. Very well could be, my friend. Okay, so this leg was supposed to take us exactly 1 hour. Very good. Very good, very good. Gorilla Glue, what's up, my man? Good to see you, brother. Yeah, P-Thibs. That was Bell with the, that was actually Bell that was having all those outages with my internet. My fiber internet. It's funny, too, because I turned everything off, and then I walked away from the computer for about 2 minutes, and all the power came back on. So if we had sat there for maybe an extra 3 to 4 minutes, power would have come back on and we wouldn't have had to cancel the first one. That's what's so brutal, dude. Shut everything down and then boom. Maybe the Vandal upgraded to stealing copper from Hydro. Yeah, you never know. You never know. Hey, all that matters is we're here. We're gonna have to disable the weather command here soon, friends. Is that what we're gonna end up getting to? Have to disable the weather command to make it moderator only. Fucking guys, man. I think this flight path basically takes us where we were going to be anyways. It's on the same arrival. So I just think we were coming in a little bit. We were like coming in this way from one of the other transitions. We were coming in from the... what were we coming in from? Needles? Might have been Nate. Might have been coming in this way, actually. From Maru. Down like that. This way we're coming in from Himdu. So straight in. We'll fly right past Palm Springs, though. Should look nice. Davis started it. Well, that is of no surprise. Mike arrived yesterday. Man, oh man, the difference between my 8-year-old headset and this one is insane. Could barely recognize my recorded voice. Ooh, nice. Mr. Franco, 41 months. Appreciate you, man. Speaking of Southwest, did you hear what happened to someone who bought a robot a ticket recently? I did not hear that. I have brought great shame. Great shame to my name. Okay. Where's my weed? It's right here, man. You want some? Would you like some? Do we get complimentary gin and juice since we're flying to LBC? Yes, sir. Yes, we do. Especially after this disastrous day of trying to fly. We talk about how the playoffs are going the exact opposite as predicted so far? Yep. That's the beauty of playoff hockey, though, right, Beaver? It's literally, it's a toss-up, man. I mean, all the teams that are left are solid now. Montreal wins tonight, it's going to be crazy, dude. Carolina better wake up and snap out of it, same as Denver. Better wake up. Only top shelf? Always, my man. Come on now. Always. All right, 32,000 is coming in. T-Chat's like nothing happened. Nothing happened. Whatever happened to our 8.1 million Biscoffs? Don't tell me we left them in the Beluga in Toulouse. I think we did. We're gonna have to go back and get them. Pardon the interlude. How about them Red Wings? Shoo. Do you know that they now have the the longest active streak of not making the playoffs? That title now belongs to the Detroit Red Wings. Detroit Red Wings. Found out I have one more leg of IKEA meatballs in the freezer. Ooh. Love me some IKEA meatballs. Do we have an update on Atlanta yet? No. They did say before the end of the month. I'd be surprised, but they did say it. End of the month sim time can mean anything. Yep, true. Very true. I like to watch you stream airplanes. Thank you. The driving distance between me and IKEA is only the thing separating me from diabetes. Nice. Nice. Top of the sense in 100 miles, friends. Nice, Aiden. You're not doing the MD-11? Decided against it? Did you put my liveries with add-on linker? No. No. All my airplanes and liveries are installed into my community folder. I only add-on link sceneries and utilities and libraries and stuff. Ah, there you go. Got you, Aiden. The FAA wants to speak with you? No. Never. Not me. Add-on linker's great. Definitely saves your bacon with a lot of scenery and stuff installed. Just got home. What have I missed? All kinds of stuff. My power went out. I had to end stream, so this is a second stream. We were really only gone for about 30 minutes, but we're back. I got you covered, Cap. FAA, wrong number. Thank you, Mr. Skyworker. We're saved. NTSB as well. Want an interview with you and your co-pilot Henry ASAP. Did you hear that, Frank? We have to go for a meeting with the FAA, Henry. What are we going to tell them? We got to get our story straight. Ah, there you go, Jake. Forgot to pay the electricity bill. Yeah. No, as soon as the power went out, my neighbor messaged me as well. He's like, did your power go out? Used to live in Long Beach, such a nice little airport. Hey, nice. Very, very cool, OC Wings. Blame it on 5G. Yeah, there you go. 5G's fault. I love this California One livery, though, in the Southwest, man. So nice. He got Pope Well. Tune in very late today. Rewind the stream. I'm a bit confused. Caught the second stream just now. Power out. Yes, the power went out on the first stream. So I had to load us up close to where we were. That was as close as I could get us to where we actually were on the flight from Denver. So we departed out of Flagstaff. We're on our way to Long Beach. And then we're going to do Long Beach up to Salt Lake City afterwards. We still got that one in the books. Do they have the Independence 1 livery? They do, RJ, but it's for the iFly Max 8 because Southwest put it on the Max 8. So it is available, but it's on the Max. Jim, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Just came back from a trip, and one of my connections was through Zurich. Do you know any good Zurich sceneries for Microsoft? Yes. MK Studios. MK Studios Zurich. Very nice. Very nice. You can actually purchase it directly from the AnyBuild store with my link in the description down below. Jim, you want to help out the channel? No extra cost for you. Just helps my channel with my sponsors, AnyBuilds. There should be a link very close to the top in the description of the video. Takeoff out of Flagstaff was nuts, brother. I couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. I guess when we hit that bump, it cut the power on engine number 2. And I didn't realize right away. It took me about 30 seconds to realize I had no power on engine number 2. Back at it, yes, sir. Very interesting, Johan. Yep. Very interesting, to say the least. Shot 50 miles till top of descent, which is in about 8 minutes. 7 to 8 minutes till top of drop. It's been like CVG. Yeah, dude, that was crazy. We cartwheeled the airplane down the runway. Do you have Vienna by Gaia? I do, yeah, Gaia Simulations, yeah. solid scenery, Kev. A little bit heavy on performance, but beautiful scenery. Any chance we get to fly the Indy Builds 330 soon when we get back into the side stick? Yeah. I really enjoyed flying the Beluga around Aiden, so I'm wondering if that... I'm wondering if the update is, I believe that update also applied to, like, the default 330 and stuff. So, yes, I would like to fly it. I would like to see, because it honestly flew great. The Beluga was flying great. Joey, what's up, man? Are you home tonight, Joey? You have a show. You're home? Alright, we need to get a BR win, dude. No more of the second and third place finishes. Stream should be done probably about 2.5, 3 hours, Joe. I'll just take you-know-who. Actually, I might have to take you-know-who on the next leg. It's taken us 3 hours to do a 2-hour flight already. So we're on a good start for our Saturday afternoon. Hey, Cap, really like the new thumbnails. The AI ones looked... Those are all AI, Felix. I'm just using a different prompt system. The livery, the thumbnail today was created, I took 2 separate pictures in the sim, and then I combined both of those pictures and threw it into ChatGPT, and gave it a bunch of prompts and stuff. I'm just getting better with them, that's all that it is. I'm making them more realistic, not more AI looking. Yeah, it's all about learning, Felix, right? That's all it is, man. It's all about incorporating it and getting the sim. Yeah. Love this lifelike Southwest vibes. Yeah, just an hour delayed, no problem. Just watched takeoff again. Looks like you hit a LaGuardia-sized pothole. Amazing how that engine that hit the runway was not the one that cut out. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. I have 32.3 hours in Battlefield. I have 607. I think I like Battlefield. Blue Star, what's up, my man? Good to see you, brother. Welcome back. I'm gonna go sniff glue. Fair play, fair play. Yes, Joey, we know. Cap, I gotta send you some of my AI posters. There you go. Just want to fly some Phoenix A320 Neos. I even purchased the FS Labs on it, but it just doesn't feel right. Correct, Felix. The FS Lab feels like shit, in my opinion. I agree with you. I am not a fan of the FS Labs 321 Neo. It literally flies like a toy Cessna to me. That's how it feels. Alright, well, we got to be all the way down. We got to be 8,000 is our first restriction, so we'll bug up 8,000. We are 13 miles from top to top, 12 miles now. We'll go 8,000 on this. Very good. And as I mentioned, we've got 12 miles till top of descent. And if we go to our descent page, you can see we're descending at Mach 0.78 and or 290 knots. Very good. Yeah, I think the thumbnail looks pretty good today, Joey. Like I said, what I've been doing differently is I've been I've been prompting it in a different way, right? So, for example, you can kind of tell if you look real closely, it kind of janked up this one. But essentially what I did is I loaded into Long Beach and I found a nice little area to take my thumbnail. I took the screenshot of this. This is the actual scenery. And then I took a screenshot of the airplane on a departure. And then I combined those two. Like I put both this picture and the picture of the aircraft. Yeah, it does look weird. I'm just realizing that now, that it probably, to make a constraint, it was probably too long to include it in it. Hunch West. Ah. Nice. Nice. Hunch West, he says. Oh, yeah, dude. That got me. That was a good one. That was a good one, sir. There's our descent, friends. Beautiful. We'll get our seatbelt sign on. What is landing elevation in Long Beach? Yeah, it's 60 feet, so we'll bug up 50. There we go. AI is good for thumbnails, though. It takes all the work off it, which is nice. Oh, brother, that would have taken me hours to make that thumbnail. Hours. Instead, it takes AI 30 seconds on a prompt. Fortunately, we haven't heard from Phoenix in like 6 months. Yeah, that's not out of the norm for Phoenix, to be honest with you. That is not out of the norm for Phoenix. I recently mentioned about my upcoming move. I'm leaving the army. I have a civilian job lined up. Nice. Very nice, dude. Wish you all the best with that, Mr. John. I'm wondering if this civilian job will pay better than the army job. I don't look at it that way, Joe. I think that's... I'm not saying that nobody, but I feel like that's extremely, like, narrow-minded way of looking at it, right? Most people don't know, dude. Most people have no clue. Most people are not going to analyze a YouTube thumbnail. There is a small percentage of people, I'm sure. Most people aren't going to overanalyze a thumbnail and be like, that's AI! What a low-effort piece of shit! No. Most people are going to look at the thumbnail and be like, oh wow, he's flying southwest from Denver to Long Beach to Salt Lake. Perfect. You know what I mean? I promise you that people aren't looking at the thumbnail. Or average. Let's go 98% of the people. 98% of the people are not looking at the thumbnail and going, I'm not clicking this or watching this. What low effort. No. A thumbnail is meant to be informative. It's meant for you to look at it and know exactly what's happening on that day, and then for you to decide if it's something that you want to fly on VATSIM or watch the stream or partake in, however which way. That's what the thumbnail is supposed to do. And the old thumbnails, there was nothing wrong with the old thumbnails. You know what I mean? Like, it's like I said, I feel like it was just getting quite flat. The old kind of style that I had for the thumbnail with the overlay and then the iCow codes and stuff like that. I just felt like it was getting flat. Needed a little bit of a change, a little spice, you know? And for somebody that's having to create 5, 6, 7, 8 different types of thumbnails, like I said, it was just, yeah. Yeah, like I said, Felix, there's definitely some people, man. There's definitely, I get that, and that's why I said I've kind of moved away. I've learned how to use the prompts and stuff like that now, right? Like I've learned how to utilize the AI prompts instead of relying on the AI to do an image for me of an airport. I'm uploading my own pictures. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm going into the sim, taking a couple pictures, and then putting those pictures directly from the sim into the AI prompt, and then telling the AI to use the specific photos that I have provided in creating a YouTube thumbnail that depicts a flight from Denver to Long Beach to Salt Lake, or that depicts new scenery for Long Beach. You know what I mean? I heard that YouTube is demonetizing non-original content creators and pushing for smaller creators. Wondering if that's true. I have no clue, man. I don't know. I feel it's always dangerous when YouTube ever says stuff like that. I think you should just leave it to the consumer to choose what they want to watch and how they want to watch it instead of just pumping. You know what I mean? Finished work cap Sunday and Monday off too? Nice, my man. We only judge you on your thumbnails. There you go. We all know Henry's been doing them the last few streams. That's, I wish, dude. Well, the thing I like about it, Andy, is I can almost take angles. I could take screenshots from anywhere in the sim and then prompt it into the AI to make it something more that I would like. You know what I mean? But it's definitely not lazy. I would say honestly, I probably spend as much time on the new thumbnails as I did with the previous thumbnails, if not more time now, because I'm trying to get like that perfect angle to get it to prompt properly in the ChatGPT and yeah. All right, let's update our weather. DM, there's your thumbnail. Uh-oh. Nice. That pretty much sums up our departure out of there. You're correct. Damn, those are nice. Those are nice, Ray, Delta. Okay, ATIS VATSIM, we're still on ATIS Foxtrot, which has us arriving on runway 30. Perfect. Let's go ahead and start punching some numbers in here. Oh, I need that. 110.3 on the ILS. 110.3. Good. 110.3. Good. Our front course is going to be... What is our front course? 301. We'll spin this way. 301. And 301. Very good. And we need some minimums. 258 on the ILS on the barrel minimums. 258. Alright, 258 is in. Good. We're going to go auto brake tree. Pretty short little runway. Now, the only thing about this scenery, chat, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, I was very surprised that there was no custom GSX profile for this airport. And I find that very weird because, one, it's not a big airport, so creating a GSX thumbnail should... Or, sorry, a thumbnail. You guys got me talking about thumbnails. Creating a GSX profile, you would think would be pretty straightforward, but what really cheeses me is Long Beach is it's a walk out and walk in airport. And if you're gonna sell scenery, I feel like in 2026 you have to include a GSX profile with your scenery, especially if it's a walk-in, walk-out airport. That's where I'm a little bit cheesed. No, Long Beach is available now, Andy. It was available Thursday. Nah, Captain Delta Dog, they look good, man. Yeah, they look good. I like the style of them. Very nice. They're very nice. I feel like 15 minutes of work couldn't have hurt them. Well, GSX profile probably takes a little bit more than 15 minutes, but I just, you know, if you're if you're charging for a scenery and the scenery has only walk in and walk out gates, like, do you know how weird it is for, like, you'll see when we land in Long Beach, there's a perfect little area for the passengers to go and walk out into the terminal like they do real life, but they're not going to do that. There's a bus that's going to show up, and the bus is going to take all the passengers to the terminal. It's weird. It's just weird. It's a little bit weird. You can't even compare those two, Joey. Don't even try. How the hell are you going to make that comparison? You're a smart fellow. You cannot make that comparison. How you going to compare me using AI to help make thumbnails versus somebody not giving us a GSX profile for their payware scenery? I don't see the correlation, but that's just me. Beautiful views down there, though. My goodness. Oh, flying in California. Yeah, just was a little bit surprised. A little bit surprised not to see a GSX profile with it.
Fred B738 asked me, what do you think AO but CPT Canada using AI to generate thumbnails for this live streams? Probably smart as hell. If the thumbnails get clicks, who gives a shit? Chat will whine either way. But if they look fake as hell, people might smell the slime immediately.
See? Yeah, and they don't look flake. Right? See? Just got here. What are you missing? It's been a wild day, man. It's been a wild day, dude. But we're here. It's all that matters. I see a discontinuity.
Diamond Mike asked me, why the hell did CPT Canada's power go out today? My fucking froggy hole needs all the power it can handle. Well, because, you know, Miss Piggy likes it rough. Miss Piggy is a washed-up old bitch. And this power outage has got my froggy wang needing a cheap hooker rate tonight just to stay sane. Chat's limp dick lunatics can't handle it.
Diamond Mike, thank you. Fred, thank you as well, gentlemen. Appreciate you guys. Huge no floaties to you. Thank you, my friends. Very kind. All right, there's 10,000 feet. We're going to pause our jazz tunes. Let's get the sim sounds turned up a little bit better. There we go. Very nice. Not to get super preachy or anything, but as a creative myself, it more comes down to putting something that's actually original out and taking pride in it. I mean, aren't I doing that? We're taking pictures and then we're getting AI to... I don't know, man. Like I said, I personally think you're looking into it a little too much, man. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's not like they're obsessively AI clickbait. There's none of that. There's none of that. There's nothing in this image. Like I said, these are literally pictures from the sim that I took. I don't know. Taking this to Reddit as we speak. That wouldn't surprise me. Alright, there's 10,000 feet. We're down to 240 knots. We got slightly... Ooh, Jesus, that was a little bit of a slammer on down there. PMDG trying to chase that. 4,000 feet per minute. Aye. Landing lights on, start switches, get over to continuous. We'll get our logo lights, we'll get our wing lights on. Beautiful. We're back on profile now-ish. There we go. Now we're back on profile. It looks quite soupy down there, chat. Looks quite soupy. What are they saying? Overcast at 2,900. I don't know how low it goes, but... Well, that, and again, that was the entire reason that I started using AI to prompt the thumbnails is because I felt like our old thumbnails were getting stale and getting lazy. That was the main reason why. I felt like we needed a little bit of a refresher, and I've already said this before, and I'll say it again right now for anybody that is here and doesn't know. I'm not very handy when it comes to like video editing and using editing software. I'm just not intuitive enough. I just don't get it. And it ends up being an absolute massive pain in the ass to get anything done properly. So hence why I've been using some AI prompts to, you know, enhance the thumbnails, if you will. You know what I mean? Nah, not really, Joey. It's not like I haven't tried, brother. I have Sony Vegas. I've tried editing. I've tried learning. I've tried doing all that stuff. I've watched online courses and videos. You know, there's a reason that you see, like, every single YouTuber, like, let's say every single successful YouTuber, they have people, they pay people to edit their videos, to make thumbnails for them, because it's not easy. Like, it's easy to sit here and say that it's easy, but until you actually go in and do it, it's not easy at all. At all. And that's why you see every single major and big successful YouTuber pays somebody to make thumbnails for them and to edit videos for them. Because it's not easy, and it's extremely time consuming. Extremely. And hold on a second. If you go to any, let's just go to, let's just put this in for example, probably the biggest streamer in the world right now. All right? You gonna try and tell me that our boy right here is not using AI to generate all of these thumbnails? Come on. Come on. Every single one of these, done AI. Go to any YouTuber, man. Anybody. And it's all AI generated and or paying hundreds of dollars for somebody to edit and make thumbnails for them. Clearly not AI, clearly real. Yeah, exactly. 100% everybody is doing it, man. Everything. I thought he was a real peanut. Well, I'm not even talking about peanut. I'm just talking about thumbnails in general. Thumbnails. Not that he's a peanut or not. Just the thumbnails. Right? We're going flat. Are we landing? How long is this runway? Do we have to do a flap 40, chat? How long? 10,000 feet. No way. We're fine flap 30. CST, what's up, my man? I've always wanted to get into video editing. I just don't have anything to practice editing. Well, you could, I mean, there's free tools out there now. It's not so, like, before video editing was kind of nuts because you had to pay $100 to $300 for, like, Sony Vegas or DaVinci and, like, all this other stuff. There's free tools out there that you can use now that are actually really good. What's the code again? !RT. Need a bowl of soup? Correct, Captain Midwest, yes. That is exactly what I'm doing. Do you want me to show you the two pictures that I used for prompts in that AI photo? There's the one screenshot that I took last night. That's the one picture that you see in the sim, right? In the thumbnail. That's the one picture I took. There's the other picture that I took. There's the 2 pictures that I took, put that into Chat GPT, and said, oh, that's the one that I thought was Davis. Does that not look like Davis, by the way, chat? I sent that to Davis yesterday. I said, why is your character in Battlefield? Anyways, you get the point. I think we can honestly stop talking about it now. It's fucking dumb. All right, we got to watch our speed. We're going to slow it down to 220. Intercept is, they're saying 1,600 at Gunny. We need 4,000 at Ezekiel. All right. Final Cut Pro is still around. There you go. Yeah. All right, we're into the soup. I'm going to go speed check flaps 1. I'm going to help with this. And then I'm going to bug 190 on the speed. Got 5070 or 9070. Can you get a 5070 Ti? That would be ideal. 5070 Ti. All right, it's saying... I don't like this. I'm going to go 1600 like it said for intercept. Just let the airplane do its thing. We're bleeding off that speed nicely, though, so that's good. All right, now we'll go speed check flaps 5 degrees. Why is it that every time we fly... remember when we flew into John Wayne, too? We were getting weather like this? I think last time we flew into Long Beach, it was poopy weather like this as well. I'm selling my 5080. What did you buy, SimCFI? Don't tell me you bought a 5090. Long Beach Tower, 19.4. $19.4 for Long Beach Tower. You are going to buy a 5090? My man, can you buy me one too? That would be an ideal situation. Let's arm our localizer. Localizer's captured. Let's arm approach. We're good there. I'm going to go vertical speed. I'm going to do like 750 feet per minute till we intercept our glide path. We're about to intercept it anyway, so we should be good. It's Canada smoke. This is nasty weather. He's got that real pilot money. I know, I tell him all the time. Okay, last time we went this way. We're not allowed to go this way. So if we need to vacate and we go past Kilo, we need to make sure we vacate to the left. Either back onto runway 26 right, 8 left, and then go that way. Or we go all the way down Alpha and then Delta and then hold short. We have to make sure we do that. 19.4 is in for Tower. We'll give them a call and let them know we're on about a 10-mile final, I would think. Or somewhere around there. Yeah, about 10 miles. Long Beach Tower, good afternoon. Southwest 2993, about a 10-mile final, ILS, runway 30.
Southwest 2993, Long Beach Tower, hello. 7 miles and trail of an A320, wind 1004, runway 30, cleared land.
30 cleared to land, Southwest 2993, thanks. All right.
2,500.
All right, gear down. Speed check, flaps 10 degrees. Roll it down to 170. We will go flaps 15 degrees. Final approach speed, because we're in trail of that aircraft, we're looking for 152 flap 30. Beautiful. And speed check, flaps 25 degrees. Beautiful. And we'll confirm those lights are on. Everything else should be good. We've got our speed brake armed. Auto brake is set. We'll go speed check. Flaps 30 degrees. Control cam can come online. I'm taking control of the throttles. Very good. And I will take control of the aircraft.
908, welcome.
Very good.
Long Beach, vacate right on Kilo Park.
All right, friends, sounds are going up. Enjoy the arrival, amigos. wind is shifty right now. Straight crosswind as well. Working on the money pit now, I mean the cockpit.
1,000.
Money pit is right, sir. But well worth it, Mr. CST. That thing's going to be incredible. There's that crazy building down here. What is that again, Chad? You told me last time. I can't remember. Remember which one that is. Alright, speed's good. Altitude's good. We're bang on track. 2 white, 2 red. Only five knot of crosswind now, so nothing we can't handle. Scenery looks fantastic.
300.
Super smooth.
Approaching minimums.
A little bit of a balloon and some weather shifts to a tailwind.
Minimums.
Continue.
$100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Hold it off. Perfect. Nose down gently. Reversers are out. Decelerating. I don't know how people get kilo, man. I literally have no clue how people get kilo. I think that was an Airbus A321. Reversers idle and manual braking. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Long Beach. I have no clue why the thing didn't pop up. It should be running. Yeah, it should be running, but it didn't pop up. Don't know why that did that. Yeah, a little bit floaty.
Delta 993, vacate left at Delta 5. Cross runway 26 right at Delta. Cross runway 30 at Kilo, taxi following at Kilo.
Alright, Delta 5, cross 26 right, Delta, and then cross 30 on Kilo into the ramp for Southwest 2993, thanks. Yeah, it was a little bit floaty on that one. I checked it again a little bit too high. I seem to be checking the airplane quite high right now, and I don't know why. Terrain radar can go off. Good. We'll go ahead and reset the barrows. I would be curious to see the landing rate on that one. I don't know why it didn't pop up, chat. It was there and running. I'll try and run it again. It's done that a couple times now where it doesn't run. Alright, landing lights can go off, runway turn-offs can go off, taxi light can go on, EPU can get spooled. Engine start switches can go to off. We'll leave the strobe lights on till we cross the runways. Wing lights and logo lights can go off. You can go off. Ground spoilers and flaps can go clean. Didn't pop up because you already landed in flagship? No, it should pop up whenever. I don't have to restart it every single time I have a landing. So that theory's no bueno. That doesn't work. I touched down right in the same spot and was able to turn off on 26 right. Yeah, the PMDG auto brake is pretty atrocious, to be honest with you. We had auto brake 3 and we used up almost that entire runway. Auto brake 3 max reverse thrust, and we still used up most of that runway. Have you tried the GSI mod? What's that? Who was the dev for this? This is done by XWind. XWind Long Beach. You can put exclamation point scenery in chat, or there's a link in the description below as well. Alright, cleared to cross the runway. Let's get our EPU generators online. EPU bleed can go online. Isolation valve can get opened. Generator is on upstairs. Good. I had 3 set 2, but I laid on the manual brakes just to make the turn off. Maybe I should have done that. First time ever watching, just saw the thumbnail and joined, and you're landing at my local airport. This is strange. There we go, my man. welcome aboard. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Hope you enjoyed the stream. All right, strobe lights are to the steady position. We can kill flight directors, all that fun stuff. Good. And we'll taxi ourselves into the gate. Go GSX. Select from map. Let's get all our way. Let's get closest as we can. Let's go all the way down here. Do I need to follow me? No. Use airport. JetBlue or ETS? I guess we're going to ETS. Surprised there's no Southwest. This is what I'm saying though. I'm genuinely shocked that this airport did not come with a GSX profile. Genuinely shocked. I know a community member will probably make one, but like I said, I feel like in 2026 it should be the duty of the developers to give us, you know, a GSX profile for their paid airports. Especially one like this. I could understand like if it was just whatever, regular gates or something. Yeah, this is on the AnyBuilds manager. No, the one in the AnyBuilds manager, Andy, is for Freaky D. It's not for this airport. Freaky D is the payware. I tried the Freaky D yesterday. It did not work. Did not work. What came in the latest GSX update? Or you didn't see the whole UI is completely changed now. Completely different UI experience. For the auto brake to work, you have to set the throttle to idle. If you do manual reverse, it won't work. At least that's my experience. Wait, what? Well, you have to do manual reverse thrust. You wouldn't have an option. Taxi light off. The auto brakes work, they're just very weak. Unless you set like auto brake max. That's pretty much it. I'm not using either of those, Sufren. I'm using Chase Plane with the real physics camera that's built into Chase Plane. Beautiful scenery though. I mean, it's Long Beach. Like I said, just a little bit cheese, there's no GSX profile. I'm genuinely surprised. Is that what it is, Fred? Is that how we get it to work? Nice. He might be... No, okay, we got one more stand over here. Okay, good. I'm gonna say he might have been there. That might be Tom in the 700. Is that you, Tom? Someone's in the 700. JD, if you click the first link in the profile, in the description, sorry, of the video. How's it compared to Freaky D? Freaky D is really good, man, for freeware. Obviously, this is a payware scenery, so you know, this one's a little bit more detailed. It's got a little bit more going on for it. That being said, I don't think there's anything wrong with the Freaky D one either. If you're looking for, you know, you fly in and out of Long Beach a lot, you want to take advantage of, you know, some details that maybe aren't included in the Freaky D, then this one's probably for you. But if you don't really care about that, I would say you're probably fine with the Freaky D one. You have to choose now, Tom, don't you, in 2024? You have to choose if you want single class, dual class, or high density layout when you're selecting your livery. Mine should be single class. I'll have a look here in a second. Alrighty, park brake is on. If we go back over here... Oh, I didn't board anybody through GSX, but yeah, it's a single class layout. You choose that when you're selecting your livery now for the stuff. Okay, generators, bleeds, all that fun stuff. Good. Engine number 1 is off. Engine number 2 is off. Wonderful. Anti-collision light is off. Seatbelt sign can go off. Hydraulic pumps can go off. Probe heat can go off. Yacht amper can go off. Fuel pumps can go off as well. Very, very good, my friends. Very good. What's the difference between single class and high density? So the high density, I believe, is like Ryanair style. So the extra seats. The extra seats. All right. We're not going to do any deboarding, actually, right now. I'm just going to jump in over here. And then what we'll do is we're going to reboard. They took us way past the line, too. What we'll do is we will let me get a new flight plan plugged in here. Get the tunes back on for now. Alright, let me get a new flight plan filed off here. Let me get this all ready to go. We're going Long Beach over to Salt Lake City, baby. SLC. Alright, let's go here. Let me go new flight. Good. Southwest. I don't know if people have been using call signs. I'm just going to try and see. Maybe these ones are open. We'll go 1297. I don't know if that's been taken yet. LGB to Salt Lake City. SLC. Very good. We're going to be in the 737-800 single class. Let's go 170 passengers for this leg. Almost a full airplane. We'll generate that. I'll update my... Where's Nightbot? I will update the route tab on Mr. Nightbot. Alright, that has been updated. Let me pre-file my flight plan. Alright, that has been sent off. Very good. Let me disconnect and reconnect with new call sign. Alright. We are back connected. Good. Cool. Let's jump back in the aircraft for now. We'll go to GSX. We'll go SimBrief OK. We'll reload that. Beautiful. And then we'll go here and we will request boarding. Very nice. Good. We can then come down here. We'll request our new data from SimBrief. We are Southwest 1297. Service from Long Beach up to Salt Lake City. 546 nautical miles on the routing today. We are in the 737-800, 61.2 almost. We'll call that on the zero fuel weight. Good. Let's jump down here. We'll go to our route tab. We'll do our flight plan request. There's our SimBrief routing. Oops. SimBrief routing. Set payload. Set fuel. And select our route. Give that a couple seconds to run through its checks. We shall be good to go, my amigos. Let me update the banner software here as well. Alright, we're flying on VATSIM. Our call sign is Southwest 1297. 1297, that is correct. And we're going from KLGB to KSLC. Good. Okay, banner should be updated. Beautiful. Do I want to tush... sure. Yes, you can do that now. No, crew's already on board. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and load the route. Give that a couple seconds. And then we'll actually go grab our clearance, friends. Let me turn that down here for a sec. We'll go grab clearance quickly. And we'll be on our way. We advise we have ATIS Information Gulf. ATIS Gulf. Long Beach Tower, hello again. Southwest 1297, ATIS Gulf. I-4 to Salt Lake City, please. Activate and execute the flight plan. Beautiful.
1297, Long Beach Tower, hello. Cleared to Salt Lake City. Zoom 3 departure. BL transition, and it's filed. Maintain 3000, expect level 350, 5 minutes after departure, departures on 128.05, clock 7230.
Southwest 1297 is cleared to Salt Lake City, Zoom 3 departure BL transition, then as filed, initial climb 3000, we'll expect flight level 350, 10 minutes after. Departure frequency is 128.05, squawking 7230.
Southwest 1297, reback correct, call for taxi.
Alright. Zoom 3, Beale out of runway 30. We'll execute that. Beautiful. Arrival into Salt Lake City. Oops. Unload, import, SimBrief, view. Good.
For clearance to Salt Lake.
Alright. We're going to select our approach. So, what are the winds doing in Salt Lake? Winds are showing 340 at 3 knots. So we're going to plan for... Where are we parking? Where
Expect
does
level
South
3705
Whistle
departure,
park?
System 128.05, clock 7220.
At Long Beach, or sorry, up in Salt Lake. Okay, good. We're going to take 3-4 right for the arrival. 3-5 right via Quen. That is what we want right there, friends. Perfect. 3-4 right, Quen. Good. Beautiful. All right. That is all set up there and nicely. Very good. Beautiful. Let's go on the... we said the Quen 7 arrival. There it is there. We're going with the Milford transition for the ILS 3-4 right, and we want it via Quen, and we'll execute that. Beautiful. We'll scroll through. We'll make sure we don't have any crazy discontinuities. There's one. We'll fill that in. We'll go like that. There we go. And that looks beautiful. Good. Let's go to our knit ref. We'll fill in some numbers. 61.2 on the zero fuel weight. 7.7 on the block fuel. Reserves 2. Cost index 35. Cruising at 350. Winds are going to be 269 at 17. Beautiful. Execute that. N1 limits. Let's jump over to our little tablet, and we're going to go Performance Tool. We're going to clear all that. We're going to import from our OFP. We're going to select runway 30. We're going to import our weather and our weights. And we'll go ahead and calculate that. Flaps 5, takeoff D-rate 2, cell temp 48 degrees. Takeoff D-rate 2, cell temp 48 degrees. Perfect. Flaps 5. CG weight 25%, trim value 535. I'm getting 46, 47, 48. I'm getting 46, 47, 48. Beautiful. Pre-flight is complete, my friends. We shall now jump outside, and you can see, again, they're supposed to just walk. See how they have this beautiful little walkway here? So the passengers should be walking, and this is what I don't get. They modeled the entire terminal with people, but it didn't ship with a GSX profile. So now all the people show up in a Cobus bus with JetBlue branding for your Southwest flight. See what I mean? And you guys know me, man. I don't get too crazy, but like, I don't know. It just seems crazy to me that you wouldn't ship this with a GSX profile. There's fucking 11 gates, man. 11 gates. How does this not ship with a proper GSX profile? That's where I'm truly puzzled at. And I'm not gonna, you know, try not to sugarcoat it, but it just is. It seems kind of weird to me that you would not, especially when the freeware version of this airport, which is I'm going to say equally, but which is also really well done, it comes with a GSX profile, and you see all the passengers walking in and out of the terminal into your airplane. I don't know, man. It kind of kills it for me, to be honest with you. Great scenery and all. Like, I don't really have anything wrong with the scenery. It's actually quite nice. It's very well done. But again, like, we're in 2026, my man. You gotta be shipping GSX profiles. Something weird going on here with the terminal too. It's causing major stutters. I found that since Sim Update 5. I don't know if it's something like that, but there's TSA pre-check. It's kind of cool, man. It reminds me a little bit of you know, you can go out here and you're in, but you're actually outside. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Palm Springs. Like, look, man, they even went to, like, the detail of, like, putting little cameras up and stuff like that. Pretty crazy, man. Tomorrow's headline, GSX profile is now available for Long Beach. Hey, man, if I can do that, one up for the community, my man, because, like I said, I'm a little bit cheesed, to be honest with you. I'm a little bit cheesed, and I'm just trying to be honest with you guys. I know that I got the scenery sent for free, but I don't think that's an excuse for me to not be honest and speak about some of the... Because if I was paying for this scenery and I got it and there was not a GSX profile, I would have been probably a little bit more upset. I just open up GSX and select customize this parking position and set the correct vehicles and providers. Yeah, but that's a pain in the ass, Al. Imagine you had to do that for every gate. And again, like, that shouldn't be your job, you know what I mean? So it shouldn't be that way, man. You're buying a scenery. Now, I could say this. Maybe, and we'll give them the benefit of the doubt, maybe they don't have access to GSX. Maybe XWind doesn't have a copy of GSX and they can't recreate a GSX profile. But again, you can also counter that with, okay, well, why don't you get somebody to make one then? There's tons of GSX profile artists out there. They're all over the place. You could have just hired one and paid somebody to make a GSX profile for you, right? So you got that aspect of it. Yeah, just was a little bit surprised when I loaded in last night and noticed in none of the file structures or on the AnyBuilds launcher, there was none. Yeah. Z-Money. Davis was here. I don't know where he's at now. All right, looks like we got all the passengers on board. Looks like the cargo's on board as well. So that means we are good to go, my friends. I'm going to flip those guys over so we don't get any weird things on that. Let's come over here. Let's go to our ground operations. Let's go to our door management. We're going to close you, close you, close you, close you. Very good. Go to our ground connections. Chocks aren't on, so that's all good. Let's go to GSX. We're going to prepare for pushback and departure. Very good. We need 148 in this one. Good. And I believe it's runway heading. You might give us a turn, actually, off of departure. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Overhead, we got to work on a couple things here. 35,000 feet for our cruise altitude today. Hydraulic pumps are coming on. Landing elevation into Salt Lake City is 4231. So we'll put... Oh, wrong one. We will put 4,200... What, 4,250 into here, maybe? Probably makes the most sense. $4,250. All right. We want to go nose right, tail left. Yes, that's where we want to go. And he said call ready for taxi. So we're going to release the park brakes. Let's go and get our block time turned on because we're actually doing a flight this time. Let's get our fuel pumps turned on. Very good. Hydraulic pumps are on. We'll get the packs to the off position. APU bleed is on. We do have duct pressure. Beautiful. We'll get our anti-collision light on. We'll get our seatbelt signs turned on, and we'll spool up some engines, friends. Let's crank up the sounds. And let's go engine number 1 over to ground. Confirm a start valve open and a good N2 percentage on the rise. Cap, do you have any 737 tutorials on your YouTube page? No. I don't really do tutorials, to be honest with you. Not really my thing. Alright, 25%. Let's introduce fuel. Enjoy. Good start on engine number 1. We'll set the park brakes. And engine number 2 over to ground. Confirm a start valve open. Looking for a good N2 percentage on the rise. There she goes. And there's 25%. We'll introduce fuel. Enjoy. Max, thanks for subscription, man. Welcome aboard. Alright, 2 good engines, friends. Bring those sounds back down. Let's get some packs going on. We'll get pack 1, pack 2, isolation valve auto, APU bleed goes off, engine gens are on, APU goes off, flip you to gen 1. Yacht Amper's on. Probe heat is on. 35,000. 4250 is good. Taxi light can come on. Engine start switches can get bumped to continuous. We'll set flaps 5 degrees for takeoff. Very good. Trim value was 535. Be good right about there. V speeds are good. Everything is set there. We'll go flight director left side, right side, auto throttle, V nav, L nav, and auto brakes over to RTO. We'll know ready to taxi. Runway Shower Southwest 1297 ready to taxi runway 30.
Southwest 1297, altimeter 2998, runway 30, taxi via Lima, Lima 1.
Lima, Lima 1, runway 30, 2998 for Southwest 1297. Alright, let's do it. Park brakes off. Go get ourselves to the runway, friends. MRY has a nice approach. It does, yeah.
American 9830, let me copy our park.
Engine sounds are good. That's all Boris, man. Boris Audio Works. Boris is the magician of the sounds.
American 9830, clearance on request.
Mr. Boris. Boris. Really nice looking scenery. Again, though, and I say this, I wish there was more wear and tear on the taxiways as well.
American 9830,
I wish there was more wear and tear. I wish there was more tire marks. The airport almost looks brand new. You know what I mean? I wish there was just a little bit more wear and tear and used look of a California airport that's baking in the sun all day, every day. Small little attention to details like that.
All right, clear to Fort Worth.
We're starting to get spoiled when it comes to scenery. I mean, it does look great. All those buildings and everything, all of these are all modeled with the scenery. All these outbuildings, and there's some cool stuff over there. We took a look at the terminal as well. This building here is all modeled with the scenery as well, but...
Southwest 1297, squawk 7230.
Oh, did I not set my squawk? 7230, sorry, got it now. I spent weeks pressure washing those taxiways. Be grateful, will you? My apologies. I didn't know that was you, Mr. Andy. SoCal departures online 128050. What tiller do I use? You could put exclamation point tiller, JD. Great plane spotting from the hotel. Oh, that's a hotel? Oh yeah, shit, it's a Marriott. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, that would be nice. That's pretty cool. Those buildings over there look pretty nice. All that's modeled as well. I don't know what those buildings are. Probably like office buildings or something. Yeah, JD, exclamation point tiller in chat will bring up the command. I'm using the Blackbird Controls tiller.
Southwest 3546, ready to taxi 30.
Southwest 3546, runway 30, taxi via Lima, Lima 1.
I agree, Andy.
Lima, Lima
I agree,
1 to
man.
30, Southwest 3546.
Southwest 1297, wind vehicle 3 for runway 30, clear takeoff.
Runway 30 cleared for takeoff. Southwest 1297, thanks. Alright, cleared for takeoff. Let's get our landing lights on, runway turnoffs on, taxi lights can go off, strobe lights can go on, wing lights and logo lights can go on as well. Very good, my friends. Sounds can go up. Y'all ready to rocket ship out of here? Let's do it. Throttles up to 40. Turn and burn, friends. Control cam comes online. Southwest style. Turn and burn, baby. All right, slight nose down pressure. Chrono on. And a toga. Enjoy. Takeoff power set. Neutral. Runway looks good.
V1.
Rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate.
You're up. Departure, good afternoon, Southwest 1297, 1,200 out of Long Beach.
Southwest 1297, circle departure, radar contact, climb maintain 6,000.
Climb maintain 6,000, Southwest 1297. Alright, 6,000. Bank on that left turn. Stunning views down there. Should take us right over the port, actually, which is really cool. Let's go speed check. Flaps 1. Auto brake can go off. We'll lock our gear. Speed check, flaps clean.
American 1001, taxi via Echo, Kilo, and Charlie to parking.
Echo, Charlie, and Kilo, parking American.
Alright, 3,000 feet. We'll go autopilot 1 on, back up into the flight deck. Let's catch some of these views here. Coming out over the port.
Troy 204, Roger, stand by 1. Southwest 1297, turn left, direct Kyle, climb maintain 17,000.
Left direct Cahill, 17,000. JetBlue, sorry, Southwest 1297. It was a JetBlue. 17,000.
Short 204,
Gave us
I don't have a,
left direct Cahill.
Limber Tower 118.3, bye-bye.
Overdue Tower for 1923.
Do you think this scenery or the freeway for LG for Long Beach is better? I think this scenery is slightly better, Aiden.
It's like 5 miles.
As far as like visuals go and modeling and stuff like that, this scenery definitely is much more in depth.
Service area, if you need to enter the Miramar service area, let me know.
But they definitely need to get a GSX profile out. But if you don't fly into Long Beach all that often, if I'm being 100% honest with you, you're probably fine using the freeware version. I feel like the payware Long Beach that we're using right now, that's got to be for somebody that flies in and out of Long Beach quite frequently. They'll probably be the only ones that will notice the difference. That view right there, though, is absolutely incredible. And that's why I love flying out of Long Beach. Some incredible views, man. There's a really cool RNAV arrival coming into this way as well. You follow like this thing here, and then you make a big old right turn down.
SoCal, hello, 35, Southwest 3546, climbing 2.2 for 3,000.
Southwest 3546, SoCal departure, radar contact, climb, maintain 6,000.
Looks incredible though, man.
3546.
Long Beach itself as the city is beautiful.
We've got the KU with Charlie Lima 97, CL 97.
Detroit 204, roger. Stand by.
There's Long Beach. We just departed out of runway 30 right there. Turn and burn out that way, and then a big old left turn. Pretty cool. Do you have the free Long Beach bridges mod? I don't, actually. No. I didn't even know there was anything like that. God, I love that buzzsaw, man. Listen to those engines. So good.
3546, clear at Jackson, High Hill, climb, maintain 17,000.
Love those buzzsaws.
Tahoe 17,000, Southwest 3546.
Detroit 204
Alrighty.
is working on a handoff to Limerick Tower for you.
10,000 feet, landing lights, runway turnoffs, logos, and wings can all come off.
Center is offline, radar service terminated, frequency change for goodbye.
Over to advisory, thanks for ATC, Southwest 1297, we'll see you. 1228 for us.
Heavy wind 210 at 8, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Alright. And we can continue that climb. We're going all the way up to 35,000 feet today. Very good. There we go, friends. Climbing out of SoCal. Very nice. Chad, I got to warm up my oven. I'm getting starving. We got to make a little flatbread. 2 seconds. All right. We're good. I suddenly have a craving for steak. Man. We love steak. Steak is delicious. The climb out. There's Ontario right there. KONT. Do I still use add-on linker? I do, Joe. Yeah. Yes, sir, I do. Man, those views never get old. They never get old, chat. Up and out of SoCal. Captain, are you using default chase plane settings or have you changed something? The taxi bumps were so good. Yeah, I've definitely changed them, Sue friend. Preferences. How do you do this again? How do I show you this? Somewhere in here, isn't it? Or no, I have to go like this. Hold on. I know where I have to go. I have to go to this, and then go groups, and then go pilot, and then edit, and then I can show you how I have it. Next time when you disengage the auto throttle, double click it as well to get rid of the AT hamber. Can you... I thought that activated it again. Johan, I'll see. Yeah, we'll try that actually. Instead of hitting it, like I always push the button on the display. Honestly, I might even bump that to 1.5. See how that looks. Love SoCal flying? The best, dude. Alright, we're up and above standard. Barrel pressure. Good. Everything looks fine and dandy. We're pressurizing. All the lights are in the correct positions. Very good, friends. Very good. Seatbelt signs can get bumped to auto. Release the cabin now. Beautiful views. How was the LBC scenery? It's good. It's good, Jake. I'm a little bit confused as why there's no GSX profile for it though. If I'm being 100% honest and 100% real with you guys, I'm a little bit confused why there's no GSX profile. I mean, to me, that's one of the coolest features about Long Beach is it's a walk-in and walk-out airport, very similar to like Burbank and stuff like that. And I think that that's like a very unique feature of the airport. And I'm a little bit confused why the developer would put out a scenery without including any type of GSX profile, or even getting someone to make a GSX profile for the airport. Because there's nothing more that breaks the immersion than expecting people to walk off your airplane to then see a bus show up and them take your passengers in a bus instead of walking into the terminal. That's my biggest gripe with the scenery. Everything else was perfectly fine. Good looking scenery. I like that they modeled a ton of the assets were modeled around the airport itself. So like the hotels and some of the hangars and some of the other stuff, everything was modeled, which is a very nice touch. I can appreciate that. But yeah, just a little bit confused why there's no GSX profile for such a major airport with walk-in and walk-outs, you know? I gotta get chase plane and FS realistic. Honestly, Jake, I'm just using chase plane now. Yeah. Verdict a bit stuttery, but also need to dial in the settings a bit after the upgrade. That could just be like SoCal in general, right, Tom? Like, if you think about it, you've got a lot of airports. Like, LA is right beside you, too, when you're landing in Long Beach, so... Expo chat and Discord soon? Yes. This week, Joe. Monday, Tuesday, I'll get everything set up. Monday, Tuesday. I win, you win. I don't know what you win, but you win. Does your tiller work with Airbus? Yeah, it works with every plane, you know? I actually have a Airbus handle, a Boeing 7.3 handle and a 777-75-76 handle. I don't have any other payware enabled for SoCal using Linker. I wonder, do you have the default LA installed as well? I didn't get any stutters, to be honest with you. I didn't have any stutters. Scenery actually ran really well. The only stutters I had is when I went airside and was like poking through the airport. But I've been getting a lot of those stutters lately, and I wonder if it has something to do with chase plane. Like my camera's getting too far away from the airplane and the PMDG with weird LODs. It could be a chase plane thing. It might not even be the scenery. Because I've noticed that I've been getting it at every scenery. Atlanta, Fort Lauderdale, Mykonos, Long Beach. And it usually only happens in the PMDG. I think there's something weird going on between chase plane and PMDG LODs. That's what I'm putting it down to. But you're not using... You're in VR, so you're not using chase plane or any of that stuff. You just swap handles? Correct. Yeah. Z-Money, my man, gifting 10 members to the channel. Absolute legend. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate you, Z-Money. Huge no floaties to you, dude. Guys, let's get some love and chat for Mr. Z-Money gifting 10 members to the channel. And more importantly, if you were lucky enough to get a gifted membership, let's please get a big thank you in chat for Mr. Z-Money. Thank you, Mr. Z-Money. I appreciate you, brother. Very, very, very kind. Chris with the 5 bones as well. Thanks so much, Chris. I appreciate you, man. Watch the takeoff again. So funny. We'll be fine. Slam. Laugh my ass off. Amazing entertainment. Hope the landing gear is okay. We are all good, Chris. Surprisingly. We didn't pop any tires on that one. Huge no floaties to Mr. Z-Money and Mr. Chris. Thank you guys for the support. Appreciate y'all, man. Yeah, surprisingly, we didn't pop a tire on that or lose an engine. J-Space, what's up, man? He got my new car 3 days ago. Very nice, my man. What'd you end up getting? Hecap, can we have an evening flight for once? I love to fly when it sunsets. We did it yesterday, Alpha Hot. We flew into Mykonos during sunset. It was quite a beautiful flight. Hecap, have you tried AI ATC say intentions beyond ATC? What's your opinion on it? I find it quite interesting for airports with little or no controllers online, but of course needs to be further improved. Yeah, I mean, I think you nailed it, Felix. I don't mind it. I much prefer flying on VATSIM and getting real ATC, but I hear you. There's not always real ATC online, and certain airports just don't have it, right? So I feel you on that one, man. I really do. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm at a point now with like my flight simming. I've been doing this for so long that like I would just rather vector myself than listen to some AI program that has a 50-50 chance of getting it to work properly. I don't know. How long are you in the sim before you notice stuttering? I've noticed the longer I'm in the sim, the more stuttering happens, 3+ hours. Well, Jake, if you're not using add-on linker, then yes, because I've tried to explain this before as well. If you have all of your airport sceneries in your community folder and you're flying, what happens is every time you fly over an airport that has custom data...
At Chris Robordo Music donated $5. Hey, I watched the takeoff again. So funny. We'll be fine. Slam. Lamau amazing entertainment. Hope the landing gear is okay.
Thank you again, my man. I appreciate you, Chris. Thank you, dude. And we got Mr. Joe Plains up to Premium Economy. Joe, huge no floaties to you, man. Thank you, brother. Sorry, Jake, to get back to that. So as you're continuing to fly and as the sim loads third-party scenery, it doesn't dump them properly. So the longer you fly, the degradation of the sim becomes more visible and visible and visible. I use add-on linker, and if I show you my community folder right now, you'll notice that I literally only have the airports, that everything else is GSX. GSX, libraries, liveries, airplanes, chase plane, navigraph. The only scenery I have
asked me
is the sceneries that we're using today.
Are left for myself and Davis.
Ooh,
Observe the humble
Biscoffs?
biscuit tin. Matthew O. Capt Canada has left exactly 4 Biscoffs scattered amidst the crumbs. It is a meagre offering for 2 ravenous predators, ensuring a struggle for the final sweet morsel before the night concludes.
Ooh, a sweet little morsel, he says. Thank you, Mr. Matthew. Appreciate you, brother. Huge no floaties to you. Chat 2 seconds. I got to throw my flatbread in. Thank you, Mr. Matthew. Appreciate you, brother.
Tibbs asked me, seeing as we left the 8 million Biscoffs in the Beluga at Toulouse, is it worth for us to go back or do we just order more? What do we tell Matthew and Davis? The journey back to Toulouse is a fool's errand. Tell Matthew and Davis that the cargo was lost to the elements. Order more Biscoffs, Tibbs. It is the only sensible choice for a predator who values their time over a few measly biscuits.
Okay, we're back. Thanks, guys. Thibs. Call him P-Thibs. P-Thib. How am I supposed to pronounce his name? P-Hibs? P-Thibs? P-Hibs. P-Thibs? I don't fucking know. Y'all know my pronunciation. My usual pronunciations are abysmal. Let's go to our cinematic views. Let's get some tunes back on. Beautiful. I missed a Tangier, did I? 2 secondes, s'il vous plaît.
Pthibs asked me, seeing as we left the 8 million Biscoffs in the Beluga at
Sibs.
Toulouse, is it worth for us to go back or do we just order more? What do we tell Matthew and Davis? The journey back to Toulouse is a fool's errand. Tell Matthew and Davis that the cargo was lost to the elements. Order more Biscoffs, Pthibs. It is the only sensible choice for a predator
Pthibs.
who values their time over a few measly biscuits.
Thank you, Mr. Matthew. Thank you, Mr. Pthibs. Appreciate you guys, man. 5.9 earthquake hit Hawaii yesterday. Uh-oh, that's no good. Yeah, Jake, unfortunately, no, you can't get any of the scenery installed on the marketplace to use add-on linker. Yeah, unfortunately, no. Excuse me? We're going. What are you doing? What are you doing? You big smelly boy. You big smelly boy. Pthibs. Call him Pthibs. Pthibs. Currently building a space station with space shuttle on Kerbal Space Program, and it's very tedious. Nice. Never played that game, actually, Kyber. See if Montreal gets another 0.5 earthquake after the game. Yeah, right. Imagine they go up 2-0, man. I don't know. Top of descent is in 36 minutes, friends. Should be a perfect amount of time for me to eat my flatbread, which is done in 6 minutes. Need to go ransack the grocery store after this? Straight to the butcher, my man. I expect pictures, Mr. Tom. I expect pictures.
Matthew O asked me, did Dan Berry cause the 8 million Biscoffs to be lost?
Yes.
I think we need a way to blame him somehow. Dan Berry is a monumental failure. It's clear that while CPT Canada was distracted, Dan orchestrated this disappearance. The 8 million Biscoffs did not vanish into thin air. They were pilfered by a parasite who deserves absolute professional ruin.
Dude, I don't know what kind of beef David Attenborough and Dan Barry have, but my goodness. I've never seen the AI cut someone up so bad. Thank you, Mr. Matthew. Appreciate you, brother. So I got to disable what I bought and then rebuy from Debs who put them into the add-on linker. No. I wouldn't suggest rebuying them, Jake, but what I would do is I would disable them until you were flying into those airports. So whatever airports you bought on the marketplace, disable until you plan on flying into them. That's what I would do. And then enable them when you fly in and then disable them again after you're done. Do you watch the latest vid in Cafe Canada? I can feel my arteries filling. Wait, you put a video? I did not see that. Oh, you a Facebook video. Okay, I'll have to watch that afterwards. Look at that view right there. Stunning.
Matthew O asked me, do we all want to know what professional ruin is going to be for Dan? To witness the total professional ruin of such a pathetic parasite as Dan is a spectacle of nature. They will be cast out, stripped of their relevance, and left to rot in the hollowed-out carcass of their own incompetence. A truly bleak end.
Jesus, dude. Savage, man. Savagery. Thank you, Mr. Matthew. Appreciate you, brother. The savageness continues. Cap, see the Fly Tampa Area 51? I did see that. We'll have to break out some Janet ops for that one. That's nature's way of building the Hawaiian Islands. It's the tectonic plate moves, volcanic activity shifts the southwest of the island, breaking through and forming new rock, correct? Yeah. I just know my Sims, Jake. That's it. I would hope so with the thousands of hours that I have in these things now. I'm so hungry, chat. It's almost 4:30 in the afternoon. I have not had anything yet today. Today's been an absolute shit show, man. My God. Between the USB port, the audio not working on the stream PC, the power going out. What a spectacle, man. What a spectacle. Well, we can only do one thing now. We got to finish off strong with a gorgeous landing into Salt Lake. That's really all we got to do now. It's Vegas beneath us as well. I'm going to have a Wendy's Baconator. Ooh. I cannot remember the last time I had a Baconator, man. Lost wages. Oh, that means flatbread's ready. Gonna have to take some anger out on some scrubs in Battlefield? You already know it, Dill. You already know it. Give me 2 seconds, friends. Alright, flatbread has been achieved. I gotta let it cool down for a second. It's hot. Hot, hot. 154 miles till top of descent, friends. Showing 25 minutes. We have to fire up the griddle and make some smash burgers? Brother. That would be solid. Looking for DoorDash options for tonight. Gonna have some delivering during the DC event. Nice. What did I put on it? Some Henry. I just caught this motherfucker licking my flatbread. Henry. You can't do that. This fucking guy. Pepperoni bacon. And some double cheddar cheese. This fucking guy, dude. Yeah, we saw. Can you speak? Speak. What? Alright. Yeah. Some Henry on the flat. First officer tax. What a goofball, man. You're a goofball. Yeah, you are. A goof. I saw you. I saw what you did, Frankie. Yeah. That sounds fire. I don't blame him. Literally just look over and he's licking the crust of one of the sides of the flatbread. Alright, chat, I'm gonna crush this. I'll be right back. I'm still here though. Guys want to hear the crunch? Listen to the crisp. Ready? Not bad. Not bad. See how Chase Plane's doing that stuttering when we do a flyby? I think that's the same shit that's happening when we get stutters at scenery. It has a problem loading the PMDG LODs, Chase Plane and that stuff. I think that's what it is. Beaver, delicious. Or flatbread pizza? Mm. You get like those Greek wraps. Mmm. Dude, P-Thib's Nam Pizza. So good. Maybe I'll do some ribs. Do you parboil your ribs first? Parboil the ribs and finish them on the grill? It's Davis's dinner, P-Thibs. Agreed, Tom. Yeah. My mom taught me that forever ago. So good.
Matthew O. asked me, Mr. David Attenborough, I'm hungry. Can I get about 420,000 Biscoffs and a barbecue chicken flatbread for myself and Davis? Matthew O., your gluttony is truly staggering. Such a colossal haul of Biscoffs would bankrupt the ecosystem, and that flatbread is surely destined to go cold while you bicker like vultures. Order them yourselves, you lazy, starving bottom feeders.
Now he's cutting into you. Thank you, Matthew. Appreciate you, my man. Tom's just going through it this afternoon with all the food we're talking about. Tom, you're gonna end up going to the grocery store and spending $300 on just food you just... That looks good. That looks good. I could eat that. That's exactly what's gonna happen.
Thibs asked me if 420,000 Biscoffs will bankrupt the ecosystem, what would 8.1 million do to it? Do we enlist Dan Berry for help? 8 million biscuits would trigger a total planetary collapse, a sugary extinction event of biblical proportion. As for Dan Berry, that incompetent worm would likely just drop them in a ditch. Leave the logistics to a predator with actual vision.
Dude. He's so mean to Mr. Barry. Thank you, Mr. P-Thibs. Appreciate you, brother. They didn't really say, Steven. They just said equipment malfunction. Equipment malfunction is what they said. Tom, you'll be sitting on the bathroom for the rest of the weekend. The toilet. Ben, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. I am doing well, man. How are you? Tom, we're going to have to go to White Castle one night, though. When we're in Minneapolis. One night at like 1 a.m. We'll do a White Castle run. There's one not too far from the venue. Let's go, Beaver. We're taking your car. Let's go. On our way. Tom. Good idea. Good idea, sir. Better get some. Well, I got Chick-fil-A up here now, Matthew. Like, I don't mind Chick-fil-A, but I can go right now and go get Chick-fil-A. That's why I used to love Chick-fil-A so much, is because I could only get it when I would travel down to the States. But now that Chick-fil-A's here, I can go whenever I want. Right? I will say I'm looking forward to some Raising Cane's. Some Raising Cane's. I don't know if there's like any other... Like, what do they have in Minneapolis that we don't have? They have like Zaxby's and shit up there? I don't know what they have. Yes, Jim, much smoother. Much, much, much. They got big-ass malls and lakes. Yeah. I like Raising Cane's, man. I like Raising Cane's. I like Checkers for my Florida fam. Checkers slaps. How do you figure out your reserve fuel in the init ref? I usually just put 2. JD, 2 kilos. Or 4,000 pounds, so 4.0. If you use pounds. Raising Cane's is mid? Nah, I wouldn't say that. But I gotta figure out if there's anything else in Minneapolis that I haven't tried yet. I haven't tried Zaxby's. I really want to try Zaxby's. Do they got any, they got any Culver's up in Minneapolis? Culver's would be good. Haven't gotten a Chick-fil-A since back in California. It was something I'd eat a lot in the South, though. Chick-fil-A slaps. That's God's chicken. AJ said he's going to drive us to Lake Minnetonka. Where is that? Wait, they have Culver's? They have Culver's in Minneapolis? Ooh. Culver's slaps. I do agree. Zach, what's up, my man? Good to see you, brother. All right, chat. 13 miles till descent. The winds still look like they are favoring the 3-4s. Winds are showing 330 at 5 knots, updated 48 minutes ago. So we're going to stick with 3-4 right. Barrow 299 on the ground. We're less than 10 miles now. Yeah, we're going to try Portillo's. That's the one with the hot dogs and shit, right? And like the... I think 11,230 knots. So that's our descent. Yeah, Chick-fil-A's God's chicken. Fuck yeah, man. Screw around with that. Mess around with God's chicken. 109.5 and 344. 109.5. 109.5. Nope, not 6. 5. Thank you. 109.5. 109.5 is in. We said 344 on the front course. 344. Very good. Portillo's and MSP. That's what somebody was saying. I'd be down for a Portillo's run. Don't they make like chopped cheese and shit? You like Costco pizza after you dab it with a napkin? Yep, true, true. Cat Panama, what's up, man? Good to see you, brother. Flying to your country, Montreal to Halifax via Air Canada. Nice. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, Tom has Portillo's. Tom's in Chicago. Hey, there's Mr. Mopar. What do you mean it's meh? You get... I see... You show me pictures of Portilla all the time. Cold and Dark, what's up, man? Enjoy your 7-hour flight. It's a long one. Panama! P-Dubs, you're going to get us kicked in the bum again. Mopar dude thinks everything is meh unless it's In-N-Out. Ask this man how many times he ate In-N-Out in 1 week while we were in LA. How many times, Mopar? Because it's like the McDonald's of hot dogs. True. True. How many times did you eat In-N-Out when we were in Los Angeles for 7 days, Mopar? Do you remember how many times? I remember how many times you ate it in 7 days. 9 times in 7 days, chat. That's what Mopar did last time we were in California for World Flight. He had In-N-Out 9 times in 7 days. You can do the math on that one. That means at least every single day he had it, and for 2 days, he had it twice. Mm-hmm. Now, I will say, I believe I joined him on about 5 or 6 of those runs. What's going on? I'm finally adding GSX. Nice. 383. I'm pretty sure I joined you about 5. I remember we went... Dude, we went super late one night. Was it the first night that we got there, Mopar? I think it was the first night that we got there. You had got it with Dan while you were waiting for me to land. And then I landed. We got the rental car. We went to our Airbnb and we noticed that there was an In-N-Out just down the road from the Airbnb. And I'm pretty sure we got it at like 2 o'clock in the morning, like West Coast time. I'll try not to whiff my top of descent this time. Boards out. Okay, we're essentially ready, chat. We just need our minimums. 44.25. Ugh. Well, at least chat taught me that I can drag this. 44.25 for the minimums. It actually goes so much quicker when you do that. Alright, 44.25 is in. Barrel minimums. Good. I think that's the last of it. Front course. Localizers. Yep, good. Panama! I can't believe we got in trouble for playing those. Yeah, that was Wild Mopar. Have they released the cause yet? Or are they keeping that on lockdown? Pneumonia leading to sepsis. Oof, brother. At 40 fucking 1 years old, man. Jesus. Man, pneumonia doesn't play around, does it? Holy hell. How do you even get pneumonia? Is it like a viral virus? Is it something that just happens? Yeah, dude, my dad had pneumonia a couple times like when I was growing up. I actually believe they did research as well. They, I think like scientists and doctors, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if you care to do any research on it, but I was almost positive that like chronic pneumonia was linked to heart disease. And I only know this because my dad passed away of heart disease, had a heart attack. And the coroner later confirmed that he did have heart disease. So I'm wondering if that's a thing. Starts as a virus, becomes a bacterial infection. Sepsis is what got into the bloodstream. Damn, dude. Cap, does a tiller automatically work, or do you have to assign it? Diamond Mike, when you get it, if you go to the website, if you put !tiller, if you go to the website, there's a little video that shows you what you have to do. So when you get it, you plug it in, and then you have to calibrate it using the Windows tool. I don't know, as a kid, it ain't no joke. No kidding, man. Why are we playing Christmas music? What the fuck, man? I love how they just sneak one Christmas song in on a jazz playlist. Why? Why is that on that playlist? Can I remove this? No, you can't. Merry Chrysler. Merry Chrysler, everyone. Infinite Jordan, what's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Welcome back. I've had pneumonia 2 times, once as a kid and once it was a daily Challenger. It blew up on liftoff. It was just me sick with my mom. Second time I was in college. Damn. Brutal, man. Never forget that day, I'm sure. Mr. Array, take care, dude. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Sepsis begins with an infection, often bacterial, but sometimes viral, fungal, or parasitic. Spreads to the immune system and overreacts. Damn. That's brutal, dude. Hey, Fly with Levi. Hope you enjoyed it, man. Beautiful little scenery. Is Chase Plane worth the money? Because I'm going to buy it now. Chase Plane is definitely worth the money. Absolutely. Hey, Tom. Hopefully you didn't miss Top of Descent. Do we have any ATC into here, chat? No. Question, after interception of localizer, what happens to your PFD if the loc signal is lost? I honestly don't know. I've never had that. Who, what? Did you miss Top of Descent? Chef's kiss, he was raiding the kitchen. I know you were, Tom. I know what you were doing. You were raiding the kitchen. I'm almost done, Henry. Remember once was a doc appointment, he took a consult by phone and basically said that the patient we have on one med left and it's the end of the road. My worries were fine after that. Yeah, no kidding, dude. Treatment of ribs in White Castle. No, we're good. I spun the altitude knob. All right, good. All right, good. If localizer is lost, then Godspeed. Godspeed, gentlemen. Godspeed. Oof. I'm stretching on some Animal Junkie. Island Jack crossed with Cushman's. Quite flavorful. Cap, is there a GSX profile for Long Beach? No, there is not, Heavy Equation, and I'm very confused by that. That's the one thing that is leaving me with very many questions. Very, very, very many questions, my friend. 2996. That's a fat mountain ahead. Lots of mountains over here, man. Salt Lake. This is where Mopar grew up. Up in the hills somewhere. Mopar. West. Oh, man. Honest to God, Mopar, I think I'm gonna remember that till my grave, man. Oh, dude, we're so stupid, Mopar. Like, it... Oh, my God, man. That had to have been... Think about everything that we did on that trip, and that was the highlight of my trip. Gushermans? Ooh, those are nice. Flew to Salt Lake yesterday, IRL. Found a cool spawning location directly under the approach path inside the secure fence. Uh-oh. We can't get in there. Somebody needs to make a comedy sketch about that, Mopar. Could use some more bacon. West. Oh, shit, dude. Such fucking degenerates, man. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. For those of you that don't know, Mopar and I were sitting in a backyard during World Flight. We were in California. We were very heavily stretched. And we were eating a burger. Was it a chicken burger? I don't know what it was. We were eating a burger. And we're looking up at the sky because we're in LA and we're watching all the airplanes fly in. They're all on the approach course. They're all on the ILS, the localizer. And Mopar goes... This sandwich could use, or he says, this could use some bacon. But we were looking up and we were like plane spotting, so I thought he said, which way are we facing? Instead of, this thing could use some bacon, I mistook him for saying, which way are we facing? And I immediately blurted out, west. And then we both proceeded to almost choke on our chicken sandwiches that we were eating. Because I was so happy that I knew the answer to his question when he said, what way are we facing? Oh, brother. So fucking stupid, man. Oh, shit, man. I feel like it has to be one of those moments where you had to be there to truly understand and acknowledge the situation. Because now that I'm saying it back, it's like people are probably like, you're a fucking idiot, dude. But it was just the way that it happened, okay? Chicken bag, ah. Clayton's World, dude, he's the best, man. Oh, Tom, we were just, brother, we were 2 sheets to the wind, man. We were absolutely blasted out of our fucking skulls. And I was so happy that I knew which way we were facing. And when Mopar said what he said, I genuinely thought he was like asking me which way we were facing. And I was so happy that I had my phone out and I was on flight radar and I could see exactly which way we were facing. And I was so happy and proud at that moment that I could tell him exactly which way we were facing. And that wasn't at all what he was saying. He was literally saying, this thing could use some bacon. And it was just... the look on his face and the look he was giving me was just... It was out of this world, man. The entire thing was just out of this world. All right, we haven't picked up the localizer yet. We're 25.5 miles out still. Looks like the airplane is commanding 230 knots, which I believe was the... 230 knots, 11,000 feet at Quen. Perfect. And now we're on our way out to Plage. Did you get a chance to see, Cap, it's a Kia Picanto 2027. Ooh, I didn't see that, J-Space. My bad, man. That sounds very nice. Very fancy, sir. Very fancy. I like it. Treat that thing well, man. It'll last you 30 years. Chicken burger. Speed check, flaps 1. He's in Australia, right, Jake? I'm pretty sure they're in Australia or New Zealand or something. He's a beauty, man. Chicken bag. Alright, if we arm approach, we should cap localizer and glide slope. Perfect. Let's go flaps 5 degrees and bring our speed down to 190, because I have a funny feeling it's going to get very aggressive trying to capture this slope, and we're currently descending at 3,000 feet per minute, so I was very correct in that assumption. Very good, though. Speed is coming back to a little bit of a normal descent rate now. We'll go 180 on the speed. Our VAP speed today is 152 once again. 152. Like I say, Jake, you get it, man. You know, like when you're so stretched out and someone asks you a question, or you think someone is asking you a question and you know the answer to it, you get so excited because you're like, wait, I actually know something right now, which I shouldn't know because I'm not in any position to understand and know anything. Tom, I'm going right side. 3-4 right. 3-4 right. All right, 10,000 feet. How weird is it that we're 10,000 feet on the localizer and glide slope? Let's get our landing lights on, engine start switches, logo lights, and wing lights. We'll also get the seatbelt signs on and dinged. We shouldn't need our speed brakes, so we'll arm that. We've got auto brakes 3 set. We're looking good. Chiron, my power went out, dude. I was having issues with my PC this morning. My audio was not getting sent over from my game PC to my stream PC. They weren't communicating with one another. And then my power went out. So I had to quit the sim, shut down my computers, and probably about 4 to 5 minutes after I turned off everything, the power came back on. So I loaded up in... Where did we take off from, chat? Where the hell did we take off from to go to Long Beach again? Fresno. No, not Fresno. Where were we? Sedona. Flagstaff. There you go. Flagstaff, Sedona. If you ever open up a restaurant, there needs to be a Western bacon burger. 100%, dude. Love the thinking. Yes, sir. That will happen. Well, RTR, the UPS was saying 4 minutes. When I finally turned off the stream and shut everything down, we were down to 2 minutes on the UPS. So I don't know. I don't know if it would have made it. It would have been real close, but not something I'm worth taking a risk. Not with a brand new $5,000 computer. No, thank you. I'd rather just shut it down and start another flight when the power's back. I don't know, PMDGs. That was wild, dude. That was wild. All right, we're 8.5 miles out. Speed looks great at 180. We're about to go gear down. Flap
2,500.
There we go. Gear down. Flaps 15 degrees. UPS should have used FedEx. You know what's crazy, man? I remember fighting Dan so much about having to buy a UPS. The one UPS that I have is huge. It was like $600 or $700 Canadian. I was like, brother, I don't want to drop $600 on a what if. Boy, oh boy, am I glad I did that years ago. Boy, oh boy. All right, 152 speed check, flaps 25 degrees. Just under 2,000 feet now. We'll go speed check, flaps 30, which will be our landing flaps. Let's get our control cam turned online. Hold on, what's CTAF? I should make my announcements. 1905. Good. All right. I'm going to do what Johan told me to do. He said hit it twice. Okay, I hit it twice. Autopilot's off. I hit that twice as well. Beautiful. All right, we're looking good. Speed's getting a little bit behind us. Add a little bit of power. Do you think you'll land okay? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Fly it into the ground, baby. Salt Lake City traffic southwest 1297 is on about a 5-mile final. 3-4 right. Salt Lake.
Okay.
Heyo. Alright, sounds are up. Did I start the replay? Yes, I did. Perfect.
$1,000.
1,000 feet, friends. Landing checklist, gear down, 3 green, flaps are 30 and indicated, ground spoilers are armed, green light. We have made our announcements on CTAF, so the CTAF police don't come looking for us. They're looking good. Now there is a slight deviation here. The glide slope and Pappies do not match. I remember this from other approaches into Salt Lake.
$400.
The wind just did a little shift on us. That's all right. Don't float, chat, all right?
$300.
I don't want to see a float. Focus on the landing.
Approaching minimums. $200. Minimums.
Continue.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
That was still a little bit floaty, but much better. Nose down gently. Reversers are out. Decelerating. .70 knots, manual braking. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down to Salt Lake City. Reversers are stowed now. Very nice, my friends. We made it. We made it down to Salt Lake City. That was a solid landing, friends. Solid landing. Landing lights are off. Runway turnoffs are coming off. Taxi light can go on. EPU start switch. Engine mode selectors off. Strobe lights off. Wing lights off. And logo lights off. Good. We're going up this way. Make a left turn. And we'll stop the recording. You can watch our replay back. Salt Lake traffic southwest 1297, vacated 3-4 right. Salt Lake. Did you hit the autopilot disconnect and the auto throttle button on your yoke ×2? Yes. So the auto throttle disconnect, hit it twice. The autopilot disconnect, hit it twice as well. Parking for today. Hooray! Parking for today, friends. We're supposed to be going all the way right here. Where did they go? Concourse B? Yes. They went to one of these gates. Bravo 19, we'll say. Let's go GSX. Select from map. Bravo 19. Should be somewhere here. Bravo 19. Select. No. Well, I guess Delta's my only choice. Alright, and we want to go down that way. Down yonder. Where's the tiller from? Tiller is from Blackbird Design. Blackbird Mr. Controls. Blackbird Controls. Alright, ground spoils and flaps, and yes, exclamation point tiller in chat. Does that make it so the alarms go off? Correct, and the flashing lights right here. You know how, like, when you disconnect the autopilot and the auto throttle, you get the flashing lights? Like, if I arm auto throttle and then I disconnect it, I won't do it because we're here, but you see the flashing lights? Yes. That will stop that. Alright, flight time 1 hour and about 22 minutes, we'll say. Very good. Let's go upstairs. APU is on and available. APU bleeds. Isolation valve. APU generator is all on. Very good. Did Microsoft promote gradual wear of the airport if the user's landing planes and stuff? No, they did, Matija, but that only works with default scenery. That does not work with third-party scenery, unfortunately. Will this ever apply to third party? That one I'm not sure, Matija. I know that they just added some new stuff in the SDK for scenery developers. I don't know. You'd have to go look at like the patch notes and stuff from Sim Update 5 or the SDK updates. I know that AnyBuilds was mentioning that Asobo and Microsoft just put out a bunch of new tools for scenery developers using the SDK. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, my friend. All right, everybody, here's our gate. Bravo 19. I love this tiller, man. I cannot speak highly enough about it. I really can't. It's so good. I don't think the VSDG system works here too. I gotta see if there's an update to the GSX profile for this. Right there is good enough for me, friends. Park brake goes on. Confirm upstairs EPU generators and bleeds are all on. Engine number 1 is off. Engine number 2 is off. Anti-collision light can go off. Hydraulic pumps can go off. Probe heat can go off. Yaw dampers can go off. Fuel pumps can go off. And seatbelt signs can go off as well, my friends. And then we go to GSX and we request deboarding. Very, very nice. Request deboarding. Thank you. And then we jump outside and we watch the deboarding process. Well, chat, not how we drew it up this morning when we launched the sim. This isn't really how we drew it up. But the end goal is there. We made it. We made it to Long Beach. We made it to Salt Lake City. That's really all we can ask for on a Saturday stream, right, chat? I do apologize, guys, about having the audio issues this morning. And then, of course, the power going out. Not an ideal situation at all for a Saturday stream. I know there's a lot of people that come and hang out during these Saturday streams. We kind of destroyed our viewership having to restart everything, but that is okay. More importantly, I'm just happy that I was able to put out some content for you guys today, give you guys a nice little chill place to come and hang out if that's what you guys do. So thank you everybody for the support and watching today. I appreciate y'all, man. We're back again tomorrow, so let's hope that tomorrow we don't hopefully we don't have these issues tomorrow. So that will be the plan, my friends. And tomorrow we have a great flight planned. Tomorrow we're going to be in the 737-700, and I'm taking you guys basically up to the North Pole. Not quite, but I'm basically taking you up to the North Pole tomorrow. So that's going to be a fun one. I'm looking forward to it. We've been kind of circling this one for a while now. Shout out to Mr. P. Thibs for finding the Canadian North livery for me. I installed it last night and everything works fine, so we're definitely doing that one tomorrow, friends. Ottawa to Iqaluit tomorrow. There's great third-party scenery for the Ottawa Airport, Roman design, CYOW. And there's default handcrafted Iqaluit, which is also very nicely done. Default handcrafted scenery. So tomorrow's going to be a fun one. I think it's like a 2.5, 3 hour flight. I don't think it's anything crazy long. Pretty sure it's about 2.5 to 3 hours. Or let's say between 2 and 3 hours, somewhere around there. Bring your parkas, that's right, yes. Bring your Canada Goose jackets. Bring your down jackets for sure. Alright, let's jump inside. Let's go ahead and restart this bad boy. Thank you. Close you. Close you. Good. Let's come down here. We're going to go to our door management. We're going to make sure all the doors are closed. Then I'm going to go to the FMC. I'm going to panel state load, and I'm going to load our final approach. Closing. Close, closed. Perfect. Let me hit that button. Everything's going to get reset. Beautiful. We'll get the lights on that we had on for replay. That is good. That is good. Wonderful. And then give it 2 seconds, chat, and we will jump into our replay. Landing rate on that one was a negative 12 foot per minute. 104 on the G, and basically dead on the center line. So no complaints on that landing, chat. No complaints. Still maybe a little bit too floaty, but not bad. Not bad. Henry? What are you doing? What are you doing? What? Come here. Come here. What do you have in there? Open. Henry. And go. Go lay down, please. Stop this. You're a silly boy. Okay, that's all good. That's all good. Park brakes off. Good. Cool. Jump into the replay, friends. Hit the replay tab. Beautiful. Let's bring this down here. Don't pay attention to the noise screaming at us. We'll trim it. We'll start here. Yes, we'll resume it. Beautiful. Let's jump outside. Turn those sounds down because they're not very good on replay. And let's watch the arrival from here, friends. I love landing into Salt Lake, man. It's one of those airports. It is just a beauty. And the high elevation can make it a little bit challenging as well. I kept the power in a little bit longer than normal on that approach. Just for that purpose, because the airplane tends to sink right out of the sky with that high elevation. You have the water and mountains? Yeah, everything, man. There's the flare, just slowly holding it, bleeding it off. Very nice. Very, very nice, chat. Nose down nice and gently, a little bit of smoke coming off that. Beauty. That was a beauty, my friends. We will definitely take ourselves, or we'll definitely take that landing. Not take ourselves, but we'll take that landing all day long. A solid, solid, solid landing, my friends. Mods, donators, and sponsors, thank you for everything that you do for the channel. Without you guys here, this would not be possible. I truly do appreciate you guys, man. Thank you for support. You guys are absolutely incredible. To everybody else that cannot support the stream with a monetary value but still supports the stream in any way that they can, I'd like to thank you guys just as much. Again, friends, sorry for all the technical difficulties today. I feel like when one thing goes wrong, everything goes wrong. Albeit I can't control the power grid, but just such a pain in the ass, man. Such a pain in the ass that we had to end the stream and then start a new stream, but hey, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? Super solid landing, friends. Not too floaty, actually. If you look where we actually touched down, it wasn't too floaty at all. Here's our aiming point. 1,000 footers on the aiming point, 1,500 footers just after the 1,500 footers, in between the 15 and the 2,000 footers, so not too shabby, friends. We'll take that any day of the week, landed into Salt Lake City. I'm going to leave you all with some wing views here and our outro tunes. We are live again tomorrow, friends. Tomorrow we're going to be in the 737-700, the little rocket ship, if you will. And as mentioned, we're going to be going from Ottawa to Iqaluit, taking you guys all the way up north. So bring your parkas, as somebody suggested, and it should be a fun one. Mr. P. Thibs with the parka suggestion. I would do that. Should be a great stream tomorrow, friends. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully you guys can join me. Again, default handcrafted scenery tomorrow in our arrival airport, so anybody can fly in without having to worry about having good scenery or matching scenery. So that should be a good one. Thank you again, friends, for hanging out with me today. It's been a long one. Hope you all have a wonderful Saturday afternoon and evening, and I will catch you guys all tomorrow for our flight in the PMDG 737-700 from Ottawa to Iqaluit. Happy landings, my friends. See you!